welcome back. We're Genesis 4 through 7. There's not too much to point out here that I noticed. Actually, there's a lot, but we're only going to focus on two things. The first one is in chapter 4. It's how, in verse 2, later she gave birth to his brother Abel. Now Abel kept flocks and Cain worked the soil. In the course of time, Cain brought some of the fruits of the soil as an offering to the Lord, and Abel also brought an offering, fat portions for some of the firstborn of his flock. Notice how Cain brings some of it, and Abel is actually devoted. Remember we talked about in Mark 4 the other day, how there's a difference between people who just go to church on Sundays and fed on Sundays and those who are devoted. Cain is just doing it just because he has to. Abel is taking delight in his offerings and giving the Lord the best of it. And Cain's just like, yeah, whatever. I'm just doing it just to do it. Okay? And as a result, the Lord looked with favor on Abel and his offering, but on Cain and his offering, he did not look with favor. So Cain was very angry and his face was downcast. Verse 6 right here. This is key. Then the Lord said to Cain, why are you so angry? Why is your face downcast? Verse 7. If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it. Again, Cain doesn't listen. He murders Abel. And then from there to chapters from 5 to 7, we get a list of names, a list of genealogies, and some good, some bad, mostly bad. But I want to point out something. I did a little research in the lexicon. So the first man, Adam, means man. His son, Seth, means appointed. His son, Enosh, means mortal. His son, Kenan, means sorrow. Later on, a son is born named Mahalalel, which means blessed or praise. Later on, a son is born named Jared, means shall come down. He has a son named Enoch, which means teaching. He has a son named Methuselah, which means death. He has a son named Lamech, means despairing. And he has a son named Noah, which means comfort. So the gospel is in the genealogy as well. So you put it all together. It's Adam, Seth, Enosh, Kenan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, and Noah. And what they mean is the son of man, son of the earth, or man, appointed, mortal of sorrows, the blessed one shall come down, teaching. His death shall bring the despairing comfort. And there's the gospel in Genesis 4 through 7.